Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, then my name's Lisa and I'm on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to get rid of what started out as just under £11,000 worth of debt. If you have been with me before, then thank you so much for coming back and joining me for another video. So guys, it is Sunday and we are going to check in for week 3 of January. We're over that hump now. We're going into week 4. It is a 5-week month for me, but as we know, January, no matter how many weeks long it is, always feels like the longest month of the year, 9 times out of 10. So yes, there is no money left in my wallets, so I'll just show you that now, and it saves me having to do it later or forgetting. So that's that. Yeah, it's been a bit of a week. If you watched my debt update video and read some of the comments, you'll probably know what I mean. Thank you to everybody straight away for your positive comments and for your recommendations and your ideas for me going forward. They're the sort of comments that I want people to use the comments box for. As I've always said, constructive criticism is fine. If you think I'm doing something wrong, that's fine. If you want to kind of, sort of give me a suggestion of another way to do it, that is fine. The one thing that I don't appreciate, and a lot of my lovely viewers also didn't, is what just feels like personal attack comment, which in a way is almost laughable because of what the comment mentioned. If that person has watched budgeting videos before, they will know that I am not the only one in this predicament a lot of the time. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for those that not offended me exactly, but sort of were supportive. It did really mean a lot. I have had a bit of an up and down week. People that have seen my Instagram will know I had a difficult day on Friday, and it was a really odd one. And I was doing fine, and then my godmother sent a photo that she'd been sent of my godfather from like 2007. And I don't know, it just like flipped a switch in my brain. And I just found myself in floods of tears, and I couldn't work out why. Because he looked young and happy and healthy, and it is what it is. So yeah, I had a bit of an up and down week. My spending's been a bit up and down as well, but we'll go through that. But yeah, I just wanted to start this video on a positive note and say thank you so much, guys, for those of you that were supportive and that came up with, sort of recommendations and positive thoughts and ideas and stuff. That is what this community is about. I've been on here 2 years now, and that's the first time I've ever had a comment like that. So I think I'm doing quite well, because I know a lot of other budgeters have had a lot more nastiness, and I just don't see the point in it. I just think it's, what's the point? So yes, so we shall move on. So this week went from the 13th to the 19th of January. As I say, it's week 3 of 5 for me. Monday, I hadn't got any food really in the house, because I haven't had a online shop order really since before Christmas, because of Christmas and New Year and the time I was spending at my mum's and his family's and stuff like that. There was just no real point in having a shop, because it would have just sat in my fridge and probably gone off, and I don't see the point in wasting the money that way. So, yeah. So I ended up with a meal deal at WH Smith's for my lunch on the Monday. So that was the £5. And my friend at work, one of my colleagues, had her baby on Wednesday last week. So they'd done they were doing a collection for her present. So, that is what the £5 went towards. Then on Tuesday, I ended up at WH Smith's again, but that was for snacks. Again, my shopping order hadn't arrived. My mum had given me something that she'd made for tea the day before that there was leftovers of. So I took that for my lunch, but I just needed a bit of something. So that was That was that day. And then my Morrison's order came, which was 81 pounds and 20 pence. I then ended up back at Morrison's on the Wednesday, only because I'd ordered a load of ingredients for a recipe to make at my other half's on Wednesday, and unfortunately one of the ingredients was out of stock, so I nipped over the road to the Morrison's here and managed to get it, and picked up some crisps, I think, at the same time. So never go shopping hungry. It's a good point. So that was £3. Thursday I didn't spend anything, so that was a lovely no spend day, so that's great. This I think this pen is starting to come to an end. Then on Friday I nipped to Asda for a pint of milk, which is 85 pence. So the reason that I don't get the milk on my shopping order is because I can't get anything less than a 2-pinter. I live on my own, there's just me and the dog, and I tend to have for breakfast yoghurt and fruit and things, so I don't tend to use milk for anything except for teas and coffees, and obviously when I'm at work all day, the only time I really spend at home having tea and coffee is on an evening, and my cup of tea on a morning, because I have to have that. So I just tend to nip to whichever shop I happen to be passing and pick up a pint, because otherwise it just goes out of date. So that is 85 pence. I then nipped to WH Smith's and ended up with some chocolate, and that was 1.35. This is the problem with me, is that if I am not hugely busy at work, or got a bit of a lull, or as I have this week, felt absolutely rubbish still with my cold, I just end up going to the shop for snacks. It's terrible. And I did take fruit with me, so I ate the fruit on top of the snacks. But yes, so that was WH Smith's at 1.35. Then on Saturday, I put £20 of fuel in my car. I finally worked out how to use the Sainsbury's fuel buttons to get exactly £20 in, so that's that one. Then I went to Morrison's for a pizza. My other half and I like the create your own, big 14-inch ones. He'd been drinking the day before, so he was hungover, and I just felt like absolute rubbish and didn't want to cook, so that was the £4.75. And I went to Slimming World in the morning and picked up a couple of boxes of Hi-Fi bars, so that is the £3.90. I haven't got anything in my envelope at the moment, so that's why that's come off there. And then today I trekked my other half and I to a Costa each on the way back. We'd gone to the supermarket for a beef joint that he wanted. He decided he wanted a bit of a roast, so I took him there so that he could buy a couple of things for his house, and I thought we'd have a coffee on the way back, because again, both of us weren't feeling 100%, so we thought caffeine would be a good pick-me-up. So that was the week's spending. So let's go to the right week. So we started off the week with a rollover of £758.76. Nothing else went in, wasn't expecting anything to go in as usual, so that's what we had. Then my fridge, freezer and dishwasher insurances went out exactly as I expected them to, and then the iPhone, which should have gone out last week, did go out on Monday, so that was the £22.25. So that meant that we actually had, push this up so you can see, £29.84 of bills, leaving £728.92. And then the expenses, we obviously moved the food around between last week, so the budget. So I used the £100 that I was expecting for food, the £20 for fuel, the £20 for spends, the £5 for miscellaneous, and then there was just a little £2 extra on top of that I spent. So that wasn't too bad. So that was £147 instead this week, leaving £581.92. I've got nothing left in my wallet, as you've seen, so there's nothing to go towards challenges this week. I put the £10 into my sinking funds, the £5 into the 52-week challenge as expected, and then I've added on, you'll know about this if you've watched my sort of like Winning Wednesdays on my ones from last week. I've realised on this budget that I have not budgeted or written down. I've budgeted for it on my spreadsheet, but not on these sheets. So I forgot to put my Winning Wednesdays down. So I've put £40 for this week, which was obviously for week 2 and week 3. And then I'm going to add on to my budget for week 4 and 5 the Winning Wednesdays as well, so that they're there. I don't know why, I just completely forgot to put it on to these budget sheets. So yeah, so that ended up being £55 into savings, leaving me with £526.92. And then I had 94 pence for my overdraft charge, which left us at the end of the week on £525.98. If you can hear my pooch in the background crying, please don't feel sorry for him, because his food is down on the floor. It has been there since it's dry food, but I put it down for his breakfast yesterday morning and he wouldn't touch it. He ended up eating at my mum's yesterday. And then I've come back and he's crying at me now because he's hungry, but yet his food is down on the floor. So I will sort him out when I've finished. So next week, I have written the Winning Wednesdays down, just so that I don't forget. We've got the £525.98 going into next week, and the only thing happening is my Audible, which is £7.99, which I've got more than enough money in my account for, so that should be fine. And then social wise, I haven't got anything on. So last week I'd forgotten about the meal, so I've sorted that out. Excuse me. Excuse me. So that came out of my date night and gifts and all of that sort of stuff. And then the rest of the week, I've got nothing on this week at all. I've got a rehearsal on Tuesday and I'm also giving blood. So I'm going to have to work out what I'm doing for food that day. And then after that, I'm literally got nothing on for the rest of the week that I can think of. I'm going to my other half's 2 days this week. And then I'm working at the weekend. So hopefully it should be a fairly simple, non-spendy week. Fingers crossed. So yeah, so that's my check-in done, guys, for week 3. I will do my cash stuffing after that and get it up as per usual. But other than that, it should be a fairly simplistic week. Fingers crossed. There's nothing I need to do extra this week. I just need to sort of not spend money. So yes, so until next time, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to, there is of course the notification bell, the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. There is the like button if you like this video, and of course there is that comments box down below if you have something nice to say. If not, please don't. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you all very, very soon. Till then, please do take care and stay safe. Bye, guys.